What is up, Transformer fans and geeks? Galvatron here with another figure review. And today I'll be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Voyager class Galvatron. And when Hasbro first revealed images of this guy, I was super excited. And I'm very excited to have him in front of me right now. So before we get into that, let's get into the packaging. So right up front, we have an image there of Galvatron as he appears in Transformers Age of Extinction. There he is in packaging. We have the Transformers Generations logo on the side. He is Studio Series number 90. At the top of the box, we have Transformers Age of Extinction. On the side of the box, we have the number 90, Studio Series 90, image of Galvatron. He is a Voyager class. On the other side of the box, we have another image of Galvatron. And on this side of the box, we have images of Galvatron in his robot and his truck mode. He transforms in 32 steps. And for a quick buy, it says Galvatron leads the KSI Decepticons into Hong Kong to gain control of the seed. So that is it for the packaging. So let's get Galvatron out of packaging and see if he is more than meets the eye. So here's Studio Series Galvatron out of packaging. And as first impressions go, I'm very impressed with how this guy came out. And as far as Hasbro and Takara told me, they've been releasing great figures the past couple of years from the Studio Series line. And this guy is no exception. And another thing, I'm just looking at him, how this figure, just looking at him, he has no back kibble or anything like that. How this guy transforms into a truck. They have done an amazing job, in my opinion. So let's take a closer look at the details in this figure. And let me get in closer to that awesome looking head sculpt. Look at all the details on this guy. All the silver paint, all the molded plastic there, all the details. Wow, this guy looks phenomenal. Go down all the way down to the legs. All the way to the back. He looks great. What a great job they've done with this guy. And he's a little bit on the light side though, but doesn't bother me a bit. But he does look great articulation wise. His head is on a ball joint. This one is rather stiff, but yes, he's on a ball joint. Shoulder rotation, does a full 360. He does have a bicep rotation, elbows 90 degrees. No hand or fist articulation. He does have a waist rotation. He does the high leg kicks. They go all the way back as well. He could do the split. As far as the knees, 90-degree bend at the knees, and we have an ankle rocker, and the feet do forward, back that far as well. So we have a nice array of movement from this guy as well. My leg joints are tight, but not my shoulder. They're a bit on the loose, but overall, awesome looking figure. And as far as accessories goes, Galvatron was a shapeshifter in the movie, so he does have this cannon, much like the Bumblebee figure, that his hand would shapeshift into a cannon. So he basically does the same effect, and that looks pretty cool. And he also does come with stand him up straight here. You straighten out his legs. Oh, now he wants to. There you go. He also comes with this, with these missiles. And as far as putting them in, you fold that down. It does have a port right there. We just plug him in right there to his chest. That goes in like that. And there is your weapons stored. So now for comparisons, let's bring in Galvatron's screen mate from Age of Extinction, Deluxe Class Lockdown. And those two look good together. And now the biggest comparison of them all, I'm gonna bring out the original Voyager Galvatron from Age of Extinction. You can see there is a big difference here between these two guys. Look at that. And obviously this one has that huge backpack, which is basically the entire truck back there. How they did what they did here with this guy, how everything compresses and all that is really, really nice. So that is it for comparison. So now let's transform Galvatron into his truck alt mode. All right, now to transform Galvatron, first thing we're gonna do is we're going to rotate his arms at the bicep, and then we're gonna fold them back like that. And do the same thing on the other side. Fold the arm at the elbow, rotate at the bicep until they're like that. So now we're gonna open up this chest cavity here. And so we're gonna come around the back and we're going to detach this. This is on a double hinge. So everything's gonna fold in, that head's gonna fold in. And so we're going to fold these panels up first because the arms have to go in before the head. So we're going to leave that right there. We're gonna detach the arms right here. And then we're going to fold them in like that. So now we're going to open this up. And so we need to make sure that these shoulder pads are going to fall underneath that roof. So just make sure that you get them underneath and then make sure that snaps into place. So then we're just going to fold down the rest. Make sure everything covers everything up. Make sure the tab right up top, like this. Make sure to tab. And now we just bring this piece down for that. And that's it. Now we're gonna come, this piece folds up. We're going to detach at the waist. All right, and so now we're gonna work on these legs. And so we're going to begin from here. I'm gonna rotate him, begin from here, open up these side panels here. And then we're going to rotate. We're gonna rotate them up like that. And then we're going to rotate these out. And these are gonna form the sides of the truck. And so to make this a little bit easier for now, we're gonna fold at the leg right here. So now all these pieces here are gonna tab in to the side of the truck. So we need to make sure that these pieces fall in line to right here. So we come in, to the side of the truck, we begin to tab, I'm gonna fold and make sure everything falls in line so we can begin to tab. Make sure these side pieces are tabbed in first. Give that little squeeze. All right, that seems good. Let's go to the other side. Come over here, we're gonna rotate this down like so. I'm gonna make sure everything tabs in. Make sure to tab this little piece right here in the front first. All right, now so everything's tabbed in. So the next thing we're gonna do is gonna get these wheels and we're gonna flip them forward like that on both sides. Then we're going to get these side panels here and fold them forward. He's gonna make the gas tanks. And we're gonna tab them in on the side as well. And so then we're gonna get these wheels right here in between the legs, and we're just gonna pull them out like that. And so now we're going to get the feet, and then we're gonna fold them a bit, and then we're gonna open them up We're gonna have them like that. The same thing on the other side. This gets a little tricky. We don't have enough clearance here. Yes. So let me fold this one down a bit so we can fold this one up. And so now we have everything like that. Usually this untabs this whole side when I open it up like that. So now, make sure these are all tabbed in. And so everything here tabs together. This middle section here tabs right in there, and so does this back section. So that is the entire back, and so we're just going to collapse everything forward like that. So now the back looks like that. And usually every time I do that, it untabulates here. And so, let me see, this always happens too with this piece here. So now we're gonna come up to the front, and before we collapse this piece here, there is weapon storage. And so these missiles can go right in here. And so they have a little tab right there, and you just store them right in here. They go like that. And so then now you come down and bring this whole piece down here. And so they have little notches here, and you just tab them into the wheels. And there we go. There is Studio Series Galvatron and his awesome looking alt mode. Sometimes a bit, but this looks awesome. Unfortunately, we have this whole back piece here, but I guess they had to make some concessions. But the robot mode looks awesome, and this looks awesome as well. I mean, I don't mind this back here. And as far as additional weapon storage, you flip it downwards, and there's like a little bit of a gap there, and this is supposed to tab right in there. You gotta orientate it like that. You kind of like guide it there, and you could just push it in. You could use your fingers on the bottom kind of like to guide it and give it a bit of a push there. I got it. And there is weapon storage. So all the weapons are stored, and he does roll quite nicely. All right, so now for comparisons, let's bring out his Screenmate Studio Series Lockdown. And I love the that gunmetal gray on both these guys. It looks great. And here's the big one. Here is Age of Extinction Voyager class Galvatron, and you can see there's a big size difference with these guys, even though they both are the same. But this guy is a shell former, considered this guy actually transforms. So, but you can see obviously this guy's a lot cleaner. That whole back is clean and all that. So this is a nice truck mode, as opposed to the, the robot mode leaves much to be desired compared to this one. This is a totally, this one's like a complete 360 compared to this one. Awesome looking. I mean, if you want, you could also get these back pieces here. He's kind of on tab. And I guess that looks a little better, in my opinion anyways. Instead of having both collapse, that looks a little bit better for me. Anyways, but yeah. So in conclusion, this is a great figure and awesome addition to the Studio Series line. I do have a few nitpicks with it. The plastic on this figure feels kind of cheap, and you have all that cable coming out in the vehicle mode, but concessions had to be made. That's not a big deal to me. I highly recommend this guy. I love all the details in this figure, and like I said again, I highly recommend this guy. But let me know what you think about Studio Series Galvatron by leaving a comment down below. And that's it for this review. Make sure to check out my other videos. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to share and make sure to subscribe. So this is Zagatron signing out. And this is the Transformers Studio Series Galvatron video review. And thank you for watching.